Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the earth signs. Earth signs, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node sign. So welcome to my new style readings. I am changing it up on here to see what works better for me. Now, I've been telling you guys this, that I've been taking a break from doing each individual sign for my monthly readings, but I'll be testing out new ways of doing it. So this one is going to be focused on earth signs, and then at the end I'll do the overall energies and I'll pull cards for that. But I did a pre-shuffle for each pile already just to kind of, speed things up a little, and then at the end I'll pull cards. Okay, also I'm trying out a new style of kind of doing some breakdowns about astrologically what's going on for the earth signs, and then I'll get into the tarot. So I thought that would be cool to switch it up. Last thing I'm gonna say is quick shout out to my Patreon. I got all exclusive content on there and early access content. So 9 times out of 10, I've already uploaded something early. All right, and then I release it to YouTube later, or I do a different video for YouTube. So if you ever want to go see what other stuff I got on there, we're doing a shadow work series right now. So it's on Zoom, and we're like a little family. So if you want to join in, if you need a support group, or you can't afford therapy, you can come and join on that and see what else is on there, some goodies. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to stop rambling and we're going to get started on the earth signs reading. So welcome, earth signs. I'm so happy to have you here. We are going to talk about first astrologically what's going on for the earth signs and other cool transits that are happening. March should be a pretty easygoing month, okay? When Mars moves into Gemini on March 6th, it's going to be trining. I think it's trining. Yeah, it's going to be like trining Jupiter and Saturn, where before, where it was in Taurus, it was like squaring the other planets. So that just means things are going to be flowing a lot more easier. Okay, so astrologically speaking, first for Taurus, suns and rising specifically, if you're a Taurus sun or rising, you're going to find that like the first half of March will be pretty heavy on your friendships, or when Venus in Pisces is transiting through your 11th house. So spending time with friends, or really just if you wanted to start a YouTube channel or do things on social media, that's going to really have a heavy impact at this time. And just really pouring into your friendships. You could make some new friends around this time as well. You're going to be feeling a lot lighter when Mars moves out of your sign. Even if you don't have your Mars in Taurus, still, you're going to feel better. And the next thing is second house. When Mars moves into Gemini, that's going to be hitting your second house. So for all the earth signs, it's going to be hitting like the money houses, second house for you guys. So you're going to feel like you might get an increase in your money or your self-worth or your values. Something is going up when it comes down to your money, okay? So that's a quick rundown from an astrological perspective. I have not looked at these cards yet, so I don't even know if it relates in any way. That's an intuitive perspective. But yeah, so moving on, Virgo, some transits happening. It's going to be for Virgo sun and rising specifically. Venus is going to be transiting the 7th house, your 7th house, which is the house of long-term partnerships and relationships and romance. So Virgo, if you have been feeling a bit lonely or you want more romantic vibes, and you could either be getting commitment in March, or something heavily in regards to relationships will come up, hopefully in a good way, okay? But yeah, romance and love vibes going to be really strong for Virgo there. And it could be very sudden. You meet somebody very suddenly, long distance romance, possibly meeting somebody online, whatever the case may be. And also you guys have Mars transiting your 10th house. Well, our 10th house. I'm a Virgo sun. So 10th house is all about your public image. It's all about your career. It's all about your long-term goals and things like that. So lots of new projects, promotions, people wanting to work with you, collaborations. You could just be in the spotlight right now, grinding, doing your thing, getting a lot of recognition for your work. You're going to be feeling a lot more motivated to get stuff done. So pretty good month for Virgo as well. Capricorn. So Capricorn, suns and rising, Venus and Pisces will be transiting your third house of communication. So you might be feeling more like being flirty or feeling more romantic in your communication. Just be careful of red flags, because sometimes the Piscean and Neptune energy might make you see things in a more rose-colored lenses way. So yeah, just be careful about that and make sure you don't get too caught up in nice words with no action. And when Mars moves into Gemini, it'll be hitting your 6th house, which is known as like the Virgo house of work and daily life. So you guys, Capricorn, suns and rising specifically, might be feeling more motivated to get your health in check. You might be feeling more like you need to get on a routine, better eating habits, better working schedule, changing it up, just healthier habits altogether. So that's what we have here for the astrology forecast for March for Earth signs. Now we're going to get into your reading. Okay, so like I said, I did a pre-shuffle for the first half of the reading. The second half of the reading will be, I'll pull some other cards here. And then I'll probably do a different spread on Patreon with other messages. All right, so starting again, we're going to start with Taurus. Going back to Taurus, here we go. So Taurus, for your spread, I did what you need to release and what you need to attract. Okay, so for what you need to release first and foremost, for March, you have surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude and be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So really checking your ego this month and seeing where there's something that maybe you're having a very stubborn approach, or you're taking too personally when it comes down to something. Okay, this could be in your relationships, this could be in regards to work, but any ego issues you're facing, you are meant to release that and removing that notion that it's as personal as it seems. Okay, so that might not make complete sense right now because March just started, but as you're going through March, just remember, if you find like you're taking things very personally that somebody's saying to you or somebody has done to you, take a step back from it and detach from it and say, you know, maybe it's not much about me, or maybe I don't need to make it so much about me. Okay, or maybe if you're holding on to anything out of ego that maybe you should be releasing, it's an ego thing there. All right, so surrendering your ego, what you are attracting or what you need to attract more of. You have new moon in Capricorn. That's not going to be for a long time. That's going to be in December. But you have your hard work is paying off. So you are attracting recognition for your hard work. You're attracting, you know, feelings of satisfaction, whatever you've been really striving towards or working towards, especially if you have Capricorn placements here, you are going to see the results of that very soon. Like I said, 2nd house, when Mars moves into Gemini, it's hitting your 2nd house. So you are going to be seeing more of your hard work paying off. You have conclusions are within reach. Okay, so something about a cycle in your life could be coming to a close soon, and you're going to feel a level of completion. Okay, so other things that are coming towards you or what you can expect here. So you have 2 cards. You have 9 of Wands in reverse and the 10 of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is heavily in regards to kind of biting off more than you can chew in March. So just be careful of overworking yourself. It could be like out of ego or carrying certain burdens that you don't really need to be carrying, because whether you're trying to prove it to yourself that you can do something or prove it to somebody else, I think a lot of you are going to be feeling physically exhausted from carrying something more than anything, just tired of holding on to this. Okay. Other things you can expect here, you have the Ace of Cups. So something in regards to an emotional fulfillment. If you are single, you could be meeting a new love soon as well. So something romantic coming up. I see a lot of forward movement though. You got the Wheel of Fortune and the 6 of Swords. So some type of transition in your life is coming up here. Let me see if I can get any more clarity around this 6 of Swords, what you're moving towards. Anything else for Taurus in regards to the 6 of Swords? The Tower, okay. Clarify the Tower, please. What is that about? Clarify the Tower, please, for Taurus in regards to their transition. Okay, some of you could suddenly be moving. Or this is like a, I think this is kind of like a breakdown that happens. Okay, you have the Tower card here, and this could be like an emotional breakdown, like not to scare you, but that's kind of what I'm getting here. Because you got this Ace of Cups, and this is like a burst of emotions. And then you have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. So some of you could be very much holding back your emotions for a while, neglecting your self-care, neglecting your own needs. Okay, putting yourself on the back burner for work or for your tasks. And then like suddenly you just kind of have this breakdown, like, what am I doing? Like, I need to take care of myself. Or just like with it being Pisces season, you might just be feeling very much emotional. So you could cry. Even if you're not a crier, maybe this is the month where you cry. And this is Taurus, Libra energy right here. You could also have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces in your chart with all this water right here. But I do feel like a breakdown that comes up, or some strong realization that you have in regards to your emotions or your well-being is going to come up here. And that's going to be what helps you to actually move forward. And then you have healing. This is the overall energy and love for you guys. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So some of you are going to get like a wake-up call in regards to some type of healing. And the message I'm kind of getting for you, Taurus, is that it's like a blow to your ego. Something that is like, something that's triggering that somebody else does, could be definitely in a partnership. It brings up these issues that really need healing. And maybe you have like a really strong realization that you've been taking it so personally because it's something that's in your own life that you haven't been really acknowledging from childhood, or some issues, and you didn't realize that you still needed to heal from that. Okay, so I see that being a big theme for y'all in March. Okay, so moving on to Virgo. Virgo placements. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and South Node. Let's see what you got here. Sorry, y'all. I don't look at these cards. Jesus. I don't look at these cards before I start. So when I flip them over, so it's like, oh God, please. Okay, so one thing you need to release here for March: surrender, worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. You actually have two cards here about faith. This one says have faith in your dreams for what you need to attract more of. Some of you are very worried and your faith is wavering when it comes down to your dreams, or it comes down to something that you're pursuing. But you are meant to release worry and anxiety right now. And, you know, Virgo, ruled by Mercury, is just a naturally anxious sign. Virgo and Gemini, very much mentally always going, mentally not unstable, but mentally just all over the place. So I think Virgo energy is very important, that if you feel like you have a lot of anxiety every day, trying to practice grounding exercises, making it a part of your routine, making it a habit to wake up every day and say, I'm not going to spend all day worrying. I'm not going to spend X amount of hours ruminating. Okay, that's what you need to release right here. Two things you have to attract: having more faith in your dreams, having more faith in your goals, knowing that you can accomplish certain things. And not letting your past hold you back. So more future-oriented thinking, not worrying about your past mistakes, not worrying about, you know, what you used to be, who you used to be. If that's not what you want to do anymore, if you want to shift something in your mindset. For example, with me, I always used to be very, very shy. Like I never really would talk as a kid and things like that. And sometimes when I'm doing new adventures, or I'm doing more talking, or I'm trying to push myself out of there, the past me that's like, oh no, I can't do that, I'm too shy, that wants to hold me back. So if that's you with some other thing, or it could be that same thing like I have, just ignore that, okay? Because you can do whatever you want, and you can be whoever you want, it might feel like you're being fake at first if that's not what you're used to, but that doesn't mean that necessarily. Okay, so that's what you have there. Now, Virgo. Moving on to what's coming towards you in March. You have the 9 of Cups in reverse and you have the 2 of Cups in reverse. Now, it's funny because like astrologically, like you see, like astrologically speaking, the transits look really good for love. But on the contrary, it could be that you're realizing some other things about love. Okay, 2 of Cups in reverse. You're seeing where there's some type of emotional disconnect. 9 of Cups reverse. There's somebody could be holding back from you. Okay, you have the 4 of Pentacles here as well. So there is some type of blockage. Maybe this either could be in work. Maybe you're holding on too tightly to something that you're very comfortable with. Or this is a person, either you're holding on too tightly to this person, or there's like somebody is really not opening up to you, or there's like a very strong energy of unavailability. This is your 1 overall love card. Unavailable. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. Okay, so let's look more into this. Anything else for Virgo? What's coming towards Virgo? Can you tell us more about this spread, please? Okay, what I heard is somebody else's issues are not your fault, or somebody else's unavailability is not your fault. Could be with a Leo, because you have the Strength card here. Could be with a Leo or Sagittarius. Temperance card. So for some of you, you are going to be feeling like very neglected by someone this month coming up. 5 of Pentacles, or could be how this person feels towards you, but there is an energy of, could be some emotional codependency on something or someone, or somebody has like their own issues here. There is an energy of like holding back. So you could be confused why somebody's holding back from you. It makes you feel like worried or something like that. Okay, but if this is the case, it's because that somebody isn't able to give you all of their time or their attention. Unavailable. And then you have the World card. Okay, so just keep that in mind there. The World card is in regards to expansion though. So this is a good thing. Things are going to be expanding for you on a larger scale, but on a smaller scale, you might feel a bit neglected, Virgo. Okay, so lastly, let's look at Capricorn. What's coming towards Capricorn? Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Some of y'all just need to chill out. Just chill, Capricorn. All right, so what you need to release, surrender right now. Surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so really needing to, when you feel like your body needs to rest, you lay down. Okay, not overworking yourself, not continuing to keep going. Because what I'm picking up on is that a lot of you struggle with anxiety as well, or stress, tension in the body. And some emotions, when you feel ungrounded, which is showing up here, that you're going to have some issues with not feeling very grounded with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse, maybe not feeling as confident either, is because you're not sleeping enough, or you don't have a good sleep schedule, or you're not getting enough rest. Okay, because then it causes like issues with your brain and the way you process emotions when you don't sleep well or you don't get enough sleep. So you need to make sure that you're actually listening to your body and what it needs. Okay, so there could be some issues with self-confidence here, and an issue with feeling the most grounded, Capricorns. Okay, or you could be having some issues with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, strongly with the Justice card in reverse, which you can expect. So there could be, for some of you, if you are married or dealing with something karmic, could be like a divorce or something that you feel like is not working out for you in your favor. And therefore, what you need to attract more of is more healing. Okay, so more healing, and then you have the answers you need are coming. So there's no need for you to like rake your brain and try to figure this out. You could have Gemini placements or have air placements as well. But really take some time for your own healing. Take some time to rest and recharge, because whatever answers it is that you're stressing out about that you really need, they're going to find you. They're coming in. Okay. And then when it comes to love, overall, you have new love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. So if you're looking for love as well, it's funny. It's like switched. How I said it for astrologically, it was like Virgo, new love, Capricorn, money and stuff. But looking at it, it's like Capricorn and Taurus, new love. That's just how it is. Very funny that way. But yeah, so lastly, what we're going to do to wrap up, some signs you'll be receiving. First signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some signs you'll be receiving. Okay. Clarify the bones card. Okay. So I feel like this is kind of in regards to what's meant for you will always be for you. Okay, you have eternity, and then you have indestructible, the bones card and the flame card. So you don't have to worry about anything being taken away from you. Whatever you're meant to do, whatever your highest calling is, you are going to be able to fulfill that. Some of you do have like a calling for service, or you like to do some type of work that is like aiding or service or healing or helping people. And I feel like it's something you were called to do, but some of you might be feeling like a bit insecure about that path. But just keep following that path and stay in faith. Ask your angels and guides for advice and assistance. You have cloud shapes, guardian angels. So pay attention to seeing cloud shapes, because that can represent your angels, different shapes or different messages in the clouds. All right, so last cards. High Priestess. Okay, last 3 cards for advice for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay. Tell me about the 5 of Wands for last card for advice. Card for advice for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I might need to get one more after that. Queen of Cups. Okay, you got a lot of feminine energy here. So some of you are very in tune with your feminine side. You could have Pisces placements. You got High Priestess, Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles here. So your advice this month is to get really in tune with your feminine energy. We are in a Pisces season, which is a feminine sign. Earth and water signs are feminine signs, and air and fire are known as the masculine signs. And we all have feminine and masculine energies within us. We all need both of them. The feminine side is our receptive side. It's the side of us that is open to receiving. It's the still part of us. It's the part that recharges, embraces, really focuses on intimacy and vulnerability and letting things come to you. Okay, so that's the energy that you're really meant to focus on when it comes to grounding yourself, allowing yourself to listen to your body's messages. What is your body needing more of? More rest, more better food, like on a physical level. Emotionally, this is mind, body, and spirit right here. Look at this. Mind, High Priestess. Body, Queen of Pentacles. Spirit or soul is Queen of Cups. Being very responsive to your emotional needs, or really accepting your emotions. And also High Priestess is you just trusting your intuition, you listening to those intuitive nudges. The feminine energy is very still, very subtle. A lot of your messages are not going to come from you in this energy right here. This very egotistical, combative, like comparing energy of, always thinking of things outside of you, like, needing to compete. Okay, it's going to come from this stillness and really embracing who you are, what you're feeling, and what you know. All right, so that's what we got for the earth signs here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this new style of reading. I'm going to wrap this video up. It's getting a little long, but I love you guys. Every Monday and Wednesday is my new upload schedule, and I'll put the timestamps in the description box if I don't do it before you watch this. That's it. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.